Hey, what's good, everybody? So, I'm here to talk to you guys about the first 1 week I done had with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. I do have the 256 GB variant. Missed out on the 512 costing at the same price as the 256, so I just went with the 256 one. I've over the years don't use as many apps as I have in the past, and I have streamlined a lot of that. Plus, I do use a lot more cloud. I don't use as much cloud services as I've done in the past. I do have my own NAS unit, which has helped save money immensely, but that's a whole nother story. We're here to talk about this phone right quick. So, right off the top, the initial first impressions, lighter phone, way better hold in the hand due to the rounded edges, which is something that I think a lot of people will notice from previous Galaxy phones. Like I said, that camera bezel still rocks on the table, so that's going to be signature Samsung. You're not going to pretty much have that change unless somehow you buy a case where the actual back is all raised up enough where it comes pretty even with the cameras itself. This black, I thought the black would be a much richer color, but it's almost have like a tinge of it's like a black with a lot of gray in it, which is kind of weird, but it does cause for fingerprints to be more visible when you're not using a case. Now, no magnets in the back. You know, Samsung pretty much states that most people use cases, but I think where Samsung probably maybe missed the point at is that when you're at home, most people take their phones out of the cases. But I kind of see both sides of that argument. But that's, something that I really think Samsung should think about doing in future phones, putting some type of MagSafe on the back. Again, if you have a case with a raised camera bezel, it is difficult to attach certain MagSafe products to the back of your phone to take advantage of the wireless charging. Again, I would recommend finding a case that comes up even with the camera bezel if you're going to pick up one of these phones. Nothing negative on the display itself. The privacy display is real clutch, and I've liked that. What I would recommend you doing, though, what I've done is I whitelisted a lot of apps where I want the privacy screen to work with. I don't want it constantly on in the background. It takes from the display, it takes from the quality of those Samsung panels, those OLED panels, and when I'm using it as far as just everyday experience, I want to take advantage of that. And when I decided to go into things that are a little bit more personal, for example, like my banking apps, I want the privacy display to work. Now, I have used that Samsung anti-glare plastic screen protector, but I end up taking it off. I only had it on there for a week, and it really grabbed fingerprints on that display more so than not having one. And I ended up using a tempered glass screen protector. I picked up one from Spigen, and so far it's been great. I haven't had any issues. What I would recommend, though, is that you go back in and reinstall your fingerprints if you use the fingerprint way of getting into your phone. I done had it now for about a week, and I still haven't signed in to my Samsung wallet. Now I got to set that up because that's a clutch thing to have. If you, for example, go on vacation, you can always load up your plane tickets and different information into those Samsung wallets. Makes it very easy and convenient to when you're making your way around when you're traveling. Oh, as far as like the camera itself, I haven't. It's been pretty gloomy around here in Michigan. We're kind of like transitioning from winter to spring. I took a couple of pictures, but I wouldn't blame the camera. so much more as it being a little bit of a user situation and the conditions that I was taking some of the pictures in, but I still think some of the pictures have come out quite nicely. I will put a couple of them up around me in this video so you can see what I'm talking about. But overall, from the reviews and remarks from other creators, the biggest improvement a lot of people have noticed has been video. So hopefully I get a chance to test out some videos. I actually may film some YouTube videos using the Galaxy phone, and I will let you know in those videos that this video was filmed using this phone. But from what I understand, a lot of people has really been raving about the quality of video. Samsung has finally made their way into the conversation as when it comes to competing with the iPhone when it comes to videography. But overall, it's been 1 week. Right now, I'm just, like I said, I'm in the process of just getting things set up. I'm doing things like setting up my security, two-factor authentication. I use a lot of that. And that gets kind of I want to say, it takes time. So me kind of settling in with a phone, I usually don't get really settled in until about a month, right around the time where I give like my 30 days later with this. But for the most part, I just wanted to let you guys know how this phone was working out for me the first week of having it. And so far, so good. Anything else before I leave here? Oh, battery life. Battery life has been very good. Actually, I think the battery life, in my opinion, has been slightly better than this Pixel phone, even though I think the Pixel might have a bigger battery in it. This Galaxy phone, as far as just longevity for the first week, it just feels like I'm getting more out of it in comparison to that first week I had the Pixel 10 Pro XL. So maybe it's the efficiency. Who knows? I would have thought that the Pixel would have done better, but who knows? It could have been my usage in the wintertime in comparison to the springtime that may have made a difference with that. But again, pretty much does it. First week with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. If you have any questions, please leave that down below. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe. Other than that, I'll catch everybody in my next video. I'm out.